Alright folks, let's get started. Today I'm going to change out the gas filter. I'm going to do an oil change, an oil filter change, and a spark plug change. As my lawnmower is being backed out of the shed and moved up to my garage where I have more room to video and get things done, I'll let you know this is a Husqvarna YTA 24V48 lawnmower. It has a Briggs and Stratton engine, 24 horsepower, and 48 inches of cut blade, 4 feet. So like I said, first I'm going to change the gas filter, and what I'm going to use is the Kohler. It's the 24050 13-SL fuel filter. I'm going to use some Contec hose pinch-off tools. You can use vice grips if you have them. I'm also going to use pliers. After that, I'm going to change the oil, and what I'm going to use to keep the oil off the frame is this Form A funnel flexible draining tool. I'm also going to use wrench or pliers I have at the house. I'm going to use my oil drain pan, and I'm going to add a Drainzit Oil Changing Aid once the oil is drained out. After that, I'm going to change the oil filter, and again I'll use that Form A funnel drain tool, and I'll use my oil drain pan, and I have these Horsey 12-inch oil filter pliers I may have to use, and the oil filter I'm using is a Briggs & Stratton 491056. Items I'm going to need to refill the oil. I have 2 quarts of SAE 5W30 oil, and then I have a funnel at the house that I'll be using to funnel the oil back into the oil reservoir. After that, I'll change the spark plugs. I have 2 RC12YC spark plugs, and then I have a spark plug socket set that I'm going to use. Alright, let's get going. Alright, so as you can see, I have the Husqvarna YTA 24V48 in the garage. So the first thing I'm going to do is lift the hood. And what am I going to do again? I'm going to do a gas filter change. I'm going to do an oil change and an oil filter change. And I'm going to do a spark plug change. So to get into the engine, as far as I'd like, the first thing I'd like to do is pop off these sides. There's one of these plastic pieces on either side. First, you pop this piece out, and then lift up on here, set this aside, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. This piece here, pull this out. I already pulled, you can tell I kind of pulled it out already. Usually it takes a little more force than that. And then pull up on this, take it out. I'll set this one over here. Okay, and on this side, here's your oil filter, here's your gas filter, and I'll be changing that out first. And then here's the spark plug over here on this side. Over here, here's where you check for oil, and here's where you release the oil from the oil reservoir. And there's the spark plug, if I haven't already pointed that out. All right, I'm trying to get you guys down here real close, so putting on some rubber gloves for protection. Keep them clean, folks. I do have some cardboard down underneath the lawnmower, mainly underneath where the gas filter is. I don't know if you can see that, but there is cardboard down here. And the tools I'm going to use, I have a couple of these gas line pinchers or hose pinchers. I'm going to do one on either side here. If you don't have these, you can probably use vice grips, but You know, just watch out for that. And then I just have a set of pliers that I'll be using on these clips to move them out of the way. And I have this Kohler 2405013S filter, gas filter. And you see it points you in the direction you're supposed to go, which is this way, according to this one. See, the arrow on this one points this way, so I need to make sure that this gas filter goes in this direction. And the reason I'm using this was recommended by another YouTuber who is a lawnmower maintenance person, and he says that these gas filters kind of break down over time inside, and whatever inside that breaks down, it makes its way into the carburetor. So he recommends these Kohler gas filters. All right, so let's get started. I'll set this aside real quick. And first thing I'll do is clamp over here. And then I'll clamp over here, giving myself ample room. Then what I'll do is grab this piece here that clamps onto the old gas filter and move it back. And same with this one over here. Move it back. Hopefully you can see that. Now I should be able to wiggle this old gas filter off the gas line. And hopefully there won't be too much gas. Gets it off easiest. All right, so there you go. That side. And here's this side. All right, I'm glad I had these gloves on, because that gas got all over me, and you had to use a lot of strength to get that off, by the way. All right, so we know we want to go in this direction, so now all I have to do is plug this back in. Wow, it went in fairly easily. And then plug this in. Now I'll bring the clamp back down. And bring this clamp over. See if I can get that closer. No, that's it. All right, and there's the gas filter. Now I can unlock these. And kind of put them away for the next time. Nice. They work great. And here's the old dirty gas filter. All right, now we're going to start the oil change, and what I have here, my setup is going to be, here's the oil pan down here. I'm going to use this Forma funnel flexible drain tool, which is right here. I'm going to put it under here and let it run out into the drain pan. Hopefully this works. It'll work like a charm, I'm sure, but I'll fix that a little bit more, but it should run out right into the drain pan and then down into the hole here. I do have, again, some paper towels, and I have cardboard down, so just to keep it kind of semi-clean. I checked the oil earlier and it's full. Pull this again, show you, you know, it's definitely full of oil, and the oil looks pretty good.
I purchased this lawnmower from a friend of mine a few years ago who took very good care of it. So I'm trying to take care of it, but I'm not as, as good about this stuff as he was. So, all right. So first thing I'll do, I wanted to just make sure this was open so air would flow through and allow this to drain quicker. The next thing I'm supposed to do is pop this cap off, I believe, which opens this hole up, and I should just twist and pull, I think. All right, so I'm going to use these same pliers to twist this. And then pull it. Or push. I don't know. Oh, the whole thing is coming off. Good, because I need to take it off. Because I'm gonna put a hose in there. Maybe the whole thing will come off. There you go. I'll be able to slide this up there. Well, it's not going as I'd hoped. Well, that was a big fail. And that is the reason why I need this extended hose placed on here, because this is definitely terrible. And not the right way to do this, obviously. All right, now I'll have to clean up. And again, now you know that this is the first time I've ever tried to change the oil in a lawnmower. All right, now that I've cleaned up most of the oil, I'm going to use this Drainzit Oil Changing Aid. So what it does is this end screws in here, and then it allows you to use this end over here with brass fittings. All right, here's a better angle. So this end screws into the drain plug area, and this end allows you to cap it off. It has these brass fittings here. You can unscrew it once you're ready to change your oil, and just pop that off, and it'll drain out real nicely. All right, and then when you're done, you just screw this back on, and you're done. So what I'm going to do is put some of this pipe tape on here. It doesn't need much, just wrap it a couple of times. Or you know what, I'm just going to wrap it once. I don't think it needs a lot. There's plenty of threads here. All right, so just put some of that on there, and now I will screw it in to the hole here. Hopefully you can see this. It's already getting tight, so now the pliers, and tighten it a little more. All right, I don't want to over tighten it, but there you go. So now this is installed. What I can do is I can use this to hook it somewhere if I want to, or I can just kind of push it out of the way. And when I put that plastic screen up here, it'll keep it up here and out of the way until I want to use it again. All right, now I'm back on the other side where the oil filter is. You see it's a Briggs and Stratton. I'm going to change it out with something that's will extend that oil filter out a little more so you can get a better hold of it next time. This is the 491056 oil filter from Briggs and Stratton. All right, let me open this up and show you what I'm talking about. And again, the guy that was an actual lawnmower mechanic said this is a better one. As you can tell, it extends the length here. Let me bring you in. Extends the length of that oil filter out so you can get a hold of it a lot easier. All right, and I have this little tool here that should allow me to get this off fairly easily. I have my drain helper that's supposed to help me. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it will. I'm hoping it'll move everything over this way and into the drain pan. All right, let's try this. All right, I just got it just going a little bit. Seems like maybe I can hand turn it. Nope. All right, let me get this kind of out of the way. And there we go. All right, it's coming off now pretty easily. Oh, come on, help me. There we go. That worked a lot better. Get it going this way. Oh, that's so much better than removing the oil plug on the other side. All right. Perfect. Oh, definitely needs changing. All right, so old oil filter, set that aside. I'll rub some of this oil on the new oil filter O-ring here. All right, and we'll screw this back on. Put the new one on. And you're just supposed to hand tighten it, so I'll get it to a point here and then I'll take the little helper here out. Put her somewhere. All right, now I can hand tighten this thing. There you go. She is done. All right. Next will be the spark plugs. Here's one right here. Let me get after that. All right, I purchased a couple of spark plugs. These are Champions RC12YC. Hopefully you can see that. All right, let's see here. First, take the top off here. Now I've had this spark plug socket for, I don't know, 20 years, 30 years. Oh, it comes right off. There we go. All right, let's look at the difference. Wow, that is dirty. Wow. All right. Oh, those are Champions too. Champion RC12YC. They were the right ones. All right. Now all I have to do is screw this in. Let's see here. Don't want to over tighten them. Beautiful. All right, we're on the other side now. Let's take this top off. Get that out of the way. See if she just screws right out of here. I need a little assistance. Let's see. No problem. And you see the difference here. It's a little crusty. Still, oh, it's a different one. First fire. So FF20. I don't know why it has two different spark plugs in there. That's strange. But now we're going to put the right one in here. Come on, baby. There we go. You don't want to go crazy on these. Just tight enough. All right, she's done. All right, now that everything's buttoned up, I have to refill her up with oil. I have a little funnel here to funnel the oil in, and I've got this Pennzoil SA 5W30. I actually have 3 quarts, but it should only take 2. If it needs more, I do have extra. So, you know, just in case. All right. All right, let me pour this in here. You see that? Yeah. All right, so that's 1 quart. Now I'm gonna, you know, just to be safe, go ahead and check it with the dipstick. All right, we'll clean this off. Take this out for a second. All right, now, like I said, there's only 1 quart that I placed in so far. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, it's definitely not full, as you can see, hopefully. All right, so it needs more. Put more oil in there. All right, 2nd quart's in. All right, let's check it again. Oh yeah, she's full. Looks good to me. All the way up to there at least. She may need just a little more, but for now I'm going to leave this in there. And after I run her the next time, I'll check her again because I have another quart and I can put it in there. All right, now I need to button these sides back up, making sure that my filter is covered and everything. Let's see. Put this little plug in down here. Beautiful. All right. Get the other side. Same thing. Make sure this goes in nicely. And here's this little guy goes in. There we go. Now, this is on, everything's on, spark plugs are in. Now she's ready to go back into my storage shed. All right, so there you go, we finished. So what I did was I got my Husqvarna YTA 24V48 lawnmower up into my garage, changed out the oil filter, the gas filter, and the spark plugs. I don't need to let you know that I really screwed up when I opened that oil release valve area and let oil all over the frame and all over the floor. So I tried to get it into my oil pan as best I could. I probably might have got a quart in the oil pan and a quart on the cardboard and the floor. So it took me a good 30 minutes to clean that up. So anyway, you can leave a remark if you want on how stupid you think I was by doing that. I'm sure it wasn't very bright, but I did turn around and I added that Drainzit Oil Changing Aid, that line. So the next time I have to change the oil, I'll have the oil going through that nice line there and it won't go all over the frame. Thank goodness. Okay. So if you guys like the video, please go ahead and click like. And if you like, my channel, go ahead and subscribe. We appreciate you guys and love you guys watching the videos. All right. Hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed, taken by the sunrise and the golden view. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet. It's in these moments where all I know is coming into focus, and now I see. It's in these moments. It's in these moments. Oh, I got lost on a winding road in the dark of night with the stars aglow. Heaven's up above, got me below as I head to you like the river flows. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations.
Oil filter. All right, we're on the other side now. Whoa.